Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the FM21 Conquering the Euro save with FC Barcelona. Today it is time for part 4 of Season 10 and a top of the table clash. The last match before the Christmas break and it's second against first here at the new camp against Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid. You can see they're 1 point ahead of us, but we haven't slipped up much. We've got 47 points in 17 games. It's a mighty record, but we're being beaten just slightly by Atletico at the moment with 48 points from 17. So win this and we go into the Christmas period top of the table. And as you can see, it's very similar to how it was in the last episode. Real Madrid are quite a way off. They're 10 points off the top of the table. So if we can beat Atletico today, then I think it very much is still a two-horse race at the top. So since the last episode then, when we played Lazio and Valencia, we've done pretty well. We had a brilliant 8-1 win against Midtjylland in the Champions League. We beat Everton 2-0, so we got 18 points. Good news is our old club Everton got through as well. In the league, we've had a selection of wins apart from this away match against Athletic Club. That's why we dropped another 2 points. It was one each. It was uncharacteristic, really. It was the first time this season that the opposition had took the lead. And Phil Foden got a goal back, but we didn't really look great. But I think after that, we really responded. We went and beat Malaga 5-1. But of course, today's match is a different challenge. However, it is at home, so that might help us out slightly. But going into tactical meeting and the team selection, I've got the team selected, so I'll show you that now. It is our best side. I always want to play our best side against the top clubs. We've got quite a good amount of squad depth so that we can rotate for the smaller matches, but for this, it is our best squad, apart from the fact that the left-back Kasongo sits out in place of Timo Schwartz. So it's Van der Voort in the net with Haag, Upamecano, Spies and Schwartz at the back. De Jong and Sarpong, I was going to say Sparkong in the midfield, not the shop, Spar. And then Sancho, Foden and Casadei in the attacking midfield, and Sebastian Esposito up front. This, probably the second biggest test of the season so far. Of course, we did play Real Madrid and we beat them in El Clasico. Don't really think this has got a name, I suppose, as a derby, because it's been born out of competitive nature more than anything else, I guess, because it's more Real Madrid and Atletico, obviously, that have the local rivalry by geography, and Barcelona and Real Madrid have had that rivalry just because of their domination of the Spanish League over the years. But let's see how we get on. We've made a really good start, 60% of possession, but as we know in football, that doesn't count for anything. There's only one stat that matters, and that is how many goals you get at the end of the day. I'd take a draw here, I'd take a point, but I would like just to put our authority on the league to go and beat Atletico Madrid, because we've then gone and beat them. We've beaten Real Madrid, alright, we drew to Valencia. We've beaten Sociedad, we've beaten Villarreal and Sevilla. And if we can beat Real Betis in the next match, which will come after the Christmas break, then we'll have beaten all the top 8 bar Valencia. So that really puts a good stamp on things. We've got a chance here. Sancho to Esposito. Doesn't quite happen. Free kick to Atletico Madrid. Esposito offside there. We've really managed to keep them out in the first half. Funnily enough, they've had more possession than us, but still haven't registered a single shot. So the question is, with this first big highlight of the half, is it going to be their first shot, or is it going to be our 11th shot and hopefully converted to a goal? Aarons, Musa, Nuhan, Aarons again. Musa, Aarons hoofs the ball up, but Sancho gets it. They're struggling to get out their own half, and Sancho gets the ball back well. He comes in, puts it to the outside to Haag. Haag runs past his man. Haag puts it into the box for Casadei, and it's just over the bar. We've been the team that have definitely made the most this half. I'm going to pump fist. I'm going to actually thrash arms and say I'm not very happy with what I saw out there, because I think that with the amount of shots we've had and how we've dominated the game from that perspective, we should really be 1 or even 2 up. Atletico Madrid haven't had a shot. I don't mind if it stays like that. Are we going to have an instant impact in this second half? Sarpong, Foden, De Jong with a shot, and it's just wide. We're getting so close here, but it seems the goals have maybe dried up slightly. Can we get one here? Casadei into the box. Schwartz, and we have got the opener. It took a little bit too long, I think, but Timo Schwartz there from the corner. One of the most unlikely players to score a goal, it's fair to say, in the squad, but it's a good header nonetheless, and that puts us ahead, and for the first time in a few matches, back to the top of the table. This, of course, will mean that we're the only side in La Liga to be unbeaten. Atletico Madrid have been beaten anyway, so I think we are anyway, so I guess that's a stat that will remain the same. It's amazing how much we have dominated against Atletico Madrid today. Only one shot for them. I thought they'd be a lot more competitive from that point of view, but as we all know, in every football match, every side always gets at least one chance. It's a fact of life. So we're going to bring Alexander Isak on for Cassidy. And we're also going to we'll bring Todibo on for Frankie de Jong. So we've got 25 minutes to go. If we can make this 2-0, then we make things a lot more comfortable, given the whole fact that every side gets a chance. And because they are 1-0 down, they might just wake up, and that's what we might be witnessing here. And that is a bad tackle from Joshua Sarpong there. Really is. Surely we're not going to give away a penalty, and surely, given the dominance we've had, we have given away a penalty, and surely after the dominance we've had, we can't drop points here. That would be a howler. Hawk steps up. Van der Voort can't save. It's one each. That's disappointing. Really is. As I said, I'd take a draw before kickoff, but looking at the stats, the way we've dominated them, they've had 2 shots, we've had 20. It's painful how much domination we've had. We've got to push up, because clearly sitting back isn't working. Big Janotto on for Jadon Sancho. That will be our last change, and hopefully in the last 15 minutes we can nick a winner. Atletico Madrid, the real winners today if they can get out of this with a draw. Gnotto still going. Esposito scores, but why on earth did Esposito go for it? I've just noticed it's 3-1. Calls the goal back for offside. Is that a double goal? Well, hang on. We've had a ghost goal. That's a strange one. I haven't seen that. I've seen it in other people's videos, but I haven't seen it in mine. That is strange. There's been a ghost goal. So we've scored and we've not seen it on camera, which is why I went, when we went 3-1 up. But unless I'm going mad, we definitely didn't score on camera, but it looks like we are a minute away from winning this game without seeing the goal. It could have been a worldie for all I know. Could have been a 60-yard screamer, or more likely a 2-yard tap-in. Schwartz. Foden, don't really care how it goes in, but it looks like we are going to get all 3 points from this. Foden again. Janotto makes it 3-1. Just to confirm, even if we hadn't have had the goal earlier, that we'd have scored a 93rd minute winner. But our run continues. We are top of the league at Christmas, 50 points out of 18, a possible 54 on offer. I'm not going to complain about that. We look like real title contenders, and if we can do that in the next 18 games, then we're going to be plus 100 points. So absolutely fantastic stuff. 3-1 against Atletico Madrid. They didn't offer anything at all, really. They were quite defensive, a 4-4-1-1 up front, and clearly they were fearful of us, which is a shame. They played very well, and today they just weren't up for it, it seems. So that is really good news going into the Christmas period. 51 unbeaten, can't believe that. Obviously, most of that's not been in our control, but since we've took over, we've kept the run going. And we've got a few weeks off now. It's 3 weeks, so I'm going to go and eat my Christmas turkey, put my Christmas hat on and all the rest of it, and come back for what could be a top 4 clash again. Again, 2 big games in the episode. I think we've got a good chance, but it should be a good match nonetheless. Away from home at the Benito Villamarín, we did that one well, against Real Betis. Well, I'm all stuffed after my Christmas turkey, or whatever they have over here in Barcelona and Spain. But it was some good results for us yesterday. Atletico and Real both played and both dropped points. Atletico played a goalless draw away at Sociedad, and Real Madrid played in a 1-1 draw at home against Sevilla. So if we beat Real Betis today, then we go 4 points clear at the top, 11 points clear of Real Madrid. Just the one change to the match before Christmas. Robert Haag has got a suspension, so Todibo comes in the centre of defence, and Ralph Spies plays at right back. I'm fairly confident for this one, going with a more attacking formation here, because I think that although Betis are doing pretty well, Zinedine Zidane's their manager, which I think is fantastic. Then let's see. Hopefully we should be okay, and we should get a good result here. The new manager of Celta Vigo, after Ian Robben, is another footballing legend, but maybe not one you'd be expecting. Steven Gerrard has taken the Celta Vigo job, still licking his wounds after a horrible 6-month spell at Liverpool and getting the sack. I mean, I just would never understand that. Why Liverpool would appoint them, sack him within 6 months. He must have done something really bad, because that would just never ever happen. But a potential early counter-attack for Real Betis, which has been stopped by us, and hopefully this turns into a good attack for us now, although Sancho a little bit too easily dispossessed, I would say. Diaz hoofs the ball out and it goes straight to Todibo, and a lovely ball back to Sancho. It's very much long ball football here, isn't it? Spies to Sancho. Sancho into the box for Esposito, and he scores his 20th goal of the season. He puts it away. And if we can win this match, then we really start to build a good gap between us and the rest of the league. Atletico were keeping up with us, but if we win this, then we're 4 points clear of them, 11 points clear of Real Madrid. Looking very good. I mean, at least we're going to finish in the top 4, you would say. 16 points clear of that at this stage, and we're just doing really well. We have done since we've been here. Obviously not lost a match yet in the first 5 or 6 months we've been here. Of course, that will change. We're not going to win everything before the end of the year. We're going to have some sort of blip at some point. It's inevitable, but the way we're playing, you'd say we're in a good position to win the league. But you never know. It could all end in tatters. We are going to come back for the next episode for the Super Copper, which comes straight after this. I understand it's contested between the top 4 from the previous season, and we've got the semi-final against Villarreal. Atletico playing against Real Madrid, so that'll be interesting. So I'll come back for that. Again, it's something a bit different, potentially our first trophy here at Barcelona, so I'm not going to complain about another trophy to hold, but we're looking pretty comfortable in this match against Real Betis, albeit for the amount of possession we've had, 60%. We've not made a whole lot, but 1-0 or 6-0. It's not really too much difference. I'd like to get a second just to secure things, but let's see how we go. The goals have dried up a bit, but if you do get used to winning 6-7-0 against teams, then you can get very complacent very quickly by thinking, oh, I'm going to beat everyone 6-7-0. Foden, good ball up to Esposito. Can he make it 2-0? He's 1-1 with the keeper. Oh, he's had 3 attempts there. Don't know how he didn't finish any of them off, but good keeping there, to be fair, and he was going to struggle from the angles he was at on his 2nd and 3rd attempts. Casadei, Esposito, Foden. Casadei, he's 1-1 with the keeper now, but Phil Foden scores a tap, and it's 2-0 to Barca. This should be over, you would have thought now. Good 2-0 lead. We're going to sit back and go more for our positive formation, because I'm a stickler for a nice clean sheet, and it's one for the stats, isn't it, really? So we've come back today thinking we might face a little bit of an issue, and to be honest, it's been pretty plain sailing. I thought it would be for this match. The match against Atletico Madrid, I expected a lot more competition, so I was shocked about that. And to be honest, if that's the best competition we're going to face in the league, then the league should be a breeze. It's going to be the Champions League that's going to be difficult. And we had the draw for the Champions League in between matches, and we probably had the worst draw of the lot. We are playing against Bayern Munich in the first knockout round, so that's going to be a real test. Apologies if that's been a bit of a drab game, but it's another 3 points. It's excellent stuff. And our run continues. 53 points from 18 matches, 17 victories, 2 draws. What a start that is. So we're going to come back next time for the semi-final of the Super Copper against Villarreal. We haven't won this competition for a few years, so it'd be nice to nick that one back. And then I think after that we're going to go on quite an extended run and then come back for the away leg at the Stadium München against Bayern Munich, and then the home match of El Clasico. But if you've enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Football Manager 2021 content. Thank you for your company today, folks, and I'll see you guys in the next video on Thursday. Goodbye for now.